Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is DeLadysigner. We are finally back with the Bengal Tiger habitat. Apologies for the delay. There was a heat wave in the Netherlands. If you haven't seen my franchise mode episode, I already mentioned it there, but it was 33 degrees inside of my office. It was honestly not workable at all. So yes, Lady is going to prepare this winter for some air conditioning, because for some of you it may be super common to have an air conditioner, I think especially when you live in the USA. But in the Netherlands, I'm just gonna say the Netherlands, I'm not really sure about other countries in the EU, but I think I can speak for a few of the other countries. It's really not that common. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to prepare myself for next summer to buy some air conditioners. But that's just a side note. We're finally going to build the white Bengal tiger habitat, I actually should say. The first episode I didn't even put in the little white Bengal tiger Pearl, but she is now in this habitat. Well, you will see her somewhere later in this speed build, and I'm just super excited to finally see her because she's so freaking beautiful. And obviously, I know that a lot of you guys have been asking for it for so long, and obviously at the end of this video, we're going to do a little tour, so I'm going to show you guys around for a change. I haven't been doing that for a long while since the issues with my hands. It's still there, but it's already getting better. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna try to do it once in a while. I can't really guarantee in every episode, but I'm definitely going to try to do some more tours in the future again. So yeah, we started off with an Asian platform for the guests to have a nice view towards the waterfall, and also with like the whole view of the habitat. You can see the beautiful red Asian building on top of like the hill, let's call it the hill. And yeah, the guests have a really nice viewing area right there. There are rocks in front of the platform, and I was really surprised to see the little Pearl using those rocks. So the guests that were standing there had like a very cool close-up from Pearl from that rock, so that was really cool. Actually, I didn't really make it because of that, but it was really nice to see she was using it in that way, so that was really cool. And underneath the viewing platform are a lot of rocks too. I really closed it off with a lot of rocks, and basically the entrance for the keeper and the Bengal tigers, of course, when they are brought into the habitat, are all basically underneath that bigger Asian platform you see. And also I created a smaller wooden platform, just one to give a little viewing platform on the other side of the habitat, which is also really nice, more simple. I really got a little bit of inspiration, I don't know why, but from the Okapi habitat I did in Mainland Zoo. So yeah, I wanted to use that for that specific area, to not have like again a big white building in there, because in the end, in the first episode I mentioned that the habitat was super big. But when I started building these platforms, I was like, it may not be that big after all. So yeah, I decided to go with one simple one and one more closed off viewing gallery. And obviously there's also a viewing gallery on top of the hill with the indoor section for the Bengal tigers. And also around the whole habitat, the guests can look into the habitat from different angles. So they will still be using a lot of different areas and not only these viewing platforms. But I'm really happy that Frontier changed the way how guests behave, so they go around and just really explore habitats. Like in the beginning when Planet Zoo launched, you had the guests just going to the habitat. They saw the white Bengal tigers and then they just left because they already saw it, and now they really explore, so you don't really have to pay attention too much to that, of course. So there's a second path behind the viewing platforms, just to make sure that the main path in the back is not going to be super overcrowded or anything like that. I still have to do a lot of detailing and foliage and stuff at the other side. I might even do that before I record the tour, so maybe it will be finished, maybe not, and then I will tell you guys at the end of this video, of course. But for now, when I'm recording this voiceover, I didn't do anything yet with that backside because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to fill that up. So what is really cool with the small wooden platform is that the guest also will get like a very close-up experience with the Bengal tigers. It's a little bit more up close when the tigers will walk by. But in the end, as I said, like there are a few rocks that are able to being used by the Bengal Tiger itself, also with the bigger platform, so they can have a close-up experience, but I think it's more common at the smaller wooden platform. So around the habitat, you basically only see the chain link fences. They're definitely my favorite fences of the game. I don't know, they just have such an amazing look of them by itself. So I first thought that I wanted to make some kind of fences or custom fences myself, but at the end I just really like the look of it, and it just feels normal for a zoo, even though it might not look as great as you want it to be sometimes. But I just really love the look of it, and I really try to do the same, just like I said with the Okapi habitat in Mainland Zoo, to really create some kind of peek-throughs through these fences. So I use a lot of bamboo on the edges of the fences, just to make sure that there are little peek-throughs for the guests to look into the habitat and also get a glimpse of the Bengal tigers. But still, if they want to have a good viewing point, then they should go to the viewing platforms themselves. So hopefully this will not cause too many overcrowded places for the path going up to the bigger platform, to the indoor viewing gallery. And also to give the habitat a little bit more color, I used a lot of the trees. I keep forgetting their names, but they're trees with the orange flowers in them. I haven't really used them at all, I think, in our city zoo, but I think I did use them a lot more in Mainland Zoo. But I just really love the orange colors, and I think that totally just fits because we also have those Japanese trees a little bit between the orangutan habitat and the Chinese pangolin habitat. So having these orange colors coming back again in this habitat, I think it totally makes sense. So those are the only flowers or different type of colors next to the green that you will see in this habitat. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this whole habitat has turned out. You can tell that the more time you put into a habitat build, the better it starts to look. Sometimes you just have a small habitat, like this one is very big, so obviously it takes more time too, but just paying attention to all the small little details, I just really love to do that, and I'm really excited and proud of this habitat, so really hope you guys will like that too. So without further talking, enjoy the rest of the few minutes of speed build, and I will see you guys at the end of this video to show you guys around. So here we go with the tour of our Bengal tiger habitat, but since we didn't do any other tour, let me just start right here with the entrance of Little Asia, and you walk straight to the orangutan habitat, which we built the first habitat of this whole Asian area. I'm going to keep it on pause for a little bit because the frame rates are quite dropping when I play the game, so I will unpause it in a later stage, of course, when we are there. So this is the small, well, it's still a bigger one than the other one, but this is the first viewing platform that people will see. So they have this extended path, second path, so the guests will not stop here to look at the Bengal tigers. So let's just go up here. And then we go inside, and they have this nice viewing area. Look at Pearl. I saved the game right when she was standing here, so I love that she is standing there. So the guests have a really nice view of the habitat right over here, and I really love how this is all looking. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's super tropical. But yeah, it's unfortunate that the frame rates are quite low at this point, but hopefully it's not too much disturbing. But it's super cute to see her here. Super close. And I really hope she can bring in some white baby Bengal tigers in here. That will be amazing. But first she needs to grow up, of course. I think I did remove the male Bengal tiger and put it in the training center just to wait until she grows up. But yeah, it looks super nice, and they have these views of the waterfalls, and of course here the indoor section, which is basically behind this big waterfall right there. And if we then continue, let's pause the game. The guests can walk right over here, and they have these little peek-throughs in the habitat right over here, which look really beautiful, really nice sightline towards the waterfalls again. And they go down a little bit here, and then they have this viewing gallery. So when the Bengal tigers will walk here, they have a very nice viewing of them as well. And it looks just really nice to have a different angle from the habitat on this side too. And of course when they're eating here with the blood pumpkin. So that's super nice. So then let's go up here. As I said, I need to do a lot of decorating still of the path. Now this is all closed. Now there are a lot of peek-throughs right over here into the habitat when the Bengal tiger will walk up basically towards the indoor section. So this is a little bit more open. So we have these feeders right over here, and this is the rubbing pad. And then the guests can go all the way up here. And then they have this viewing gallery from the top, looking down into the habitat, which is just really nice. And they can also see the Bengal tiger walking here if they go indoors. Not so much on the other side, I think. Well, a little bit right over here, but I don't think the guests on this height would really be able to see that. We have some safety measures, obviously. A little bit of realism. And they can also look down into the habitat right over here. And then we go inside. Let me pause it again for just a little bit. So we have this indoor section right over here, which we did in the first part of the video. And I really like it that we have this main path going underneath the building already. So when the guests go inside, it could use a little bit more decoration maybe. And yeah, as I said in the previous episode, this is a lot inspired by the Koali Zoo habitat of the giant panda. I just really loved it. But inside, it's definitely different. So the Bengal tigers can just have a rest here. I do have to admit, I haven't seen them in here yet. I do wonder if that is maybe because we also have like a shelter underneath the first viewing platform. So, but I also haven't seen him there, and I didn't play too much unpaused. So that could also just be me. I'm guessing like I put in a lot of toys in here that are not on the outside. So I'm guessing they should go inside here for a change. At least I hope I didn't make it for nothing. But yeah, a lot of inspiration of this beautiful interior that Mike did in Koali Zoo. I really, really love it, and it's super inspiring. And the guests can just walk around right over here, all sides, and you have educational stands right over here, which is really nice. So, and then they can go down right over here, and again they have some nice views of the habitat, just some little peek throughs again, like not spectacular, like you want them to go to the more open areas in the end, but it's just really nice to just explore the habitat on these sides. And here you can see a little glimpse of the entrance for the keeper, and just a nice viewing in the habitat here too. I think it looks really nice. I do think that, like, the Bengal tiger cannot walk here, but I think we need to definitely work on a second fence right over here to make sure that guests don't stick their fingers through or anything like that. But yeah, you can tell that this is not finished. I might change this rock too. But it looks overall just really, really stunning. I'm really happy with how this habitat has turned out. I think it looks absolutely stunning. And a beautiful, like, main feature of Little Asia, which is the white Bengal tiger in this case. And we're also going to add the giant panda, of course, which is normally many zoos like the main feature of the zoo, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so yeah, I think it definitely worked out. I think the views are just absolutely stunning with these waterfalls, and this is definitely one of the newer habitats in our older city zoo, like something they built in a later stage when they really wanted to create bigger and more natural habitats for the animals in the zoo. Now let's have a look. Where is Po? Oh, what do you know? She came from indoors as if she heard me speak. That is really cool. Look how beautiful she is. She's absolutely stunning. Those eyes. Wow. She's really beautiful. I really am happy that we're finally seeing her. Like, I have her in my training center ever since I got the early access of the South America pack, because I was breeding the black jaguar. So together with the Black Panther, I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this only once because it takes so long in sandbox mode to do that. So I took the chance to breed a white Bengal tiger and a white Siberian tiger together with the black jaguars, and that's the only thing I did. Like, I don't have any other white, albino, luteism, melanism, whatever you all call it. You guys know what we're talking about, but yeah, so I'm a little bit proud of her. It took me like 2 days to breed one, so hopefully now with the changes of the breeding, she is able to put in one more maybe when she gets some babies, but that's something we have to wait and see, I guess. She is so gorgeous. She's gonna swim all the way. Oh my gosh. It's a pity that you can't really hide these VFX things, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, she is just absolutely stunning, and we now have a Bengal tiger in our city zoo, guys. Isn't that just really amazing? I am really happy with this whole habitat. She's just stunning, and she deserves this, most definitely. So yeah, do let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this new habitat in our city zoo. Leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed, because it really does help out the channel. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, and if you want to support the channel a little extra, you may want to consider to become a Fay Fam member with a link down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really look forward to see all your comments, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!